So today is the 6th day of lockdown in Malaysia due to COVID-19. So this will be my 5th video on Pilates. I'm not sure whether tomorrow I'm going to do more on Pilates or we're going to probably move on into a little bit more weight training. But today we're going to do Pilates home workout. It's a full body workout. So I hope everybody will enjoy it. So we're going to sweat a little bit more today. As you might be able to hear, it's raining outside. It's really good to see, like, it was so hot 2 weeks ago before the lockdown. In Malaysia it's so hot. It's been raining. I feel it's just restoring the balance of the world. And every day the air is just so good nowadays. So I think it's a good thing. But anyway, we need to keep up the spirit. We need to keep the exercise going on. We need to stay strong. So let's start our workout for today. So if you have a mat, you can place a mat. For today's workout, even if you do not have a mat, you don't have to worry so much about it. But I just like to stand on my mat, just I feel nice. Okay, now so we're going to do some stretchings and warm up first. You're going to lengthen your spine, stand up very nice and tall. Start with your breathing first. You're going to inhale through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. Tightening your tummy. Just relax your shoulders, relax your arms. You're going to inhale. Feel the ribcage expanding, not the shoulders, and then exhale, tightening your tummy. You want to feel all the oxygen going into your tummy, into your diaphragm. Inhale. And then exhale, tightening those tummy, measuring a very tight corset around the waist. Now we're going to start to do our stretching. We're going to inhale, reach your hands to the side, reach your left hand up towards the ceiling, going for a side bend. Okay, and inhale, stack up the spine, coming back to the center, and then the other side, but growing very tall, and then you're going for your side bend. And then stack up the spine, open your hands to the side, inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, and then coming up. They were standing up nice and tall, and inhale up, and then exhale, side bend to the other direction, and then coming up. And then inhale, and then exhale. We're going to side bend. Now from here, just going to add in a little bit. Rotate your body. Look down at your toe. Okay? Now don't just collapse your body down. So from the side bend, you just gently rounding your back. You should be able to feel the side of your back, feeling a stretch there. And then we're going to come back to the side, feel the side stretch, and then coming back to the center. And again, inhale up, and then exhale, side bend to the other side. Now we're going to just gently rotate our body, reaching your arms on. Think about somebody is pulling your hand, and then think about reaching those bottom down, and then coming back to the side, and then return. Again, inhale, and then exhale, side bend. Now rotate your body again. Now be careful, don't bend from the hip. Okay, so if I'm going to come a bit closer, so you're from here, and then just rotate. I'm not moving my bottom. Okay, you see I'm not moving my bottom. Don't do this. Okay, you want to keep it tugging in. So imagine there's a wall behind your back. Okay, there's a wall behind your back. Okay, and then you just rotate. So you want to make sure your back is still leaning against the wall. If you're not sure, you can actually go to look for a wall, and then you can do it. Okay, inhale up, and then side bend, and then you rotate. My back is still against the wall. It's not moving. It's only on my upper back, so you will feel the stretch here. It's a really good stretch. And then coming back to the center, and then you relax. I'm going to face back to on my mat again. Okay, but this time we're going to go for a better stretch for your hamstring and your back. Inhale, shoulders down. Exhale, head knot. You're going to look at the floor and slowly rolling your spine down. Relax your body. And then relax the spine. You're going to feel a nice stretch for your hamstring and your calf maybe. If you feel really tight at your hamstring, you can keep your knees slightly bent. Okay, you don't have to keep it fully straightened. So you want to make sure the body is relaxing down. Some of you really tight hamstring. If you don't bend your knees for it, this is how far you go. So you want to try to keep it slightly bent so that your body is allowed to go down even further. So you want to feel the stretch in your lower back again. And slowly rolling up, stay up the spine. Inhale, and then exhale, head not to roll down. Just gently let your spine lengthen. And inhale, stay up the spine all the way up. Now we're going to stretch out the upper back a little bit. Inhale, reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Now let's from here, we're going to extend your upper back. Okay, upper back, leaning backwards. Imagine there's a pillow behind you. You just want to lean against it. And then exhale, head nod and round the body all the way forward. And imagine you want to dive into the water. And inhale, slowly rolling up, stay up the spine. We're going to do a few more times. Inhale, reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Your shoulders down. Lifting your chest up. So imagine you want to touch the ceiling. Your chest want to lift up towards the ceiling. Now be careful that you're not doing this. Okay? Some of you like to do this. It's not very good for the lower back. You can see I'm already feeling the squeeze at my lower back. You want to try to keep it straight. So again, my back, you want to feel like my lower back is leaning against the wall. And then I'm just going to lean backwards. Lean my upper back. Lifting my chest up. My feeling is lifting my chest up towards the ceiling. And then I round forward. Around my upper back first. Then I'm rounding my lower back to make sure it's feeling a nice stretch from my back. Let's try this one more time. Inhale. Lift your chest up. And then exhale. And rounding all the way forward. And then I'm slowly rolling up, stay up the spine. Of course, there's more movement after this. Let's try it. Inhale. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Lifting your chest up. And then you're going to exhale, head not to roll down. Now, once you're on the floor, you're allowed to bend your knees. I will walk your hands forward. 4 steps forward. And then you go into this elephant position. Or if you do yoga, you call this a downward facing dog. But in Pilates, you call it an elephant. So stay in this elephant position. If you need to bend your knee, do so. Okay? But of course, the best you can try to press the heels down. You're going to feel the stretch at your calf. Okay? Pressing the heels down. Now at the same time, we'll lift those tummy up. So try not to do like this. Try to think about lifting it up. Okay? So rounding your back. And you can walk your hands back towards your feet. And then roll up, side of the spine. And then again, inhale. Up. And then exhale, rounding your body all the way down. And walk forward. 4 steps. And then forward here. Okay? You're looking at your tummy, you're looking in between your legs. Now we're going to do a little bit more stretch. Reach the right leg up towards the ceiling. Lengthening really nice and long. Now try not to twist too much. Okay, you want to try to keep the body as square as possible. And you can lower down. So try to keep the upper body really nice and firm. There's no shifting and transferring of the weight too much. And lift up. If this is the highest you can go, do so. Or if you can go higher like me, feel free to do so. Think about really lengthening and reaching those legs nice and long, and then you lower down. And then you can walk your hands back towards your feet. Use the tummy to push yourself back. So because by this time, you're going to start to feel a little bit tired. So you're going to make sure you use the tummy to help you. All about the core strength in Pilates. And then we're going to do again. Inhale, reach your hands up towards the ceiling and extend your upper back. And then exhale, round your body forward. Now this time we're going to go a little bit further forward. We're going into a plank. Walk your hand, 4 big steps forward. Now keep looking down in between your legs. And then you want to gently release your bottom. And then you release your spine, release your head. So you're in a plank position. You're going to inhale and then exhale. Heel nod first. Rounding this upper back, really pushing yourself up from the chest. Maybe somebody poking your chest. Maybe somebody poking your tummy, punching your tummy. You're going to walk back. And then slowly roll up the spine, step up the spine. Okay? My hair is very messy now, and I'm sweating. Okay, let's try again. Wipe out your sweat and then we're going to do again. Inhale. Lift your chest up. Exhale, rounding your body. Look at your tummy all the time. Look in between your legs and then walk forward. Now keep looking between your legs. Do not look at the front. And then you release your body into a plank. You want to make sure that your shoulders are right above your palms. Okay? Stay in this position. Now if you want to challenge yourself, you can just keep holding here for a few more counts. And then exhale, head nod. Round the upper body, round the lower body. And then slowly roll up your spine, stack up your spine, and stand up nice and tall. Okay, now we're going to add on a little bit more, okay, from now. You're going to inhale again, reaching your hands up. So if you want a little bit more movement for your arms, we're going to change the variation for the arms now also. Inhale, circle your hands up, lifting your hands up, chest up, and then exhale, round your body forward. And then walk forward. We're going to the plank. Releasing your spine, looking straight down towards the floor. I know you're trying to watch me, but try to just keep your head looking down, okay? And not too much of the neck movement looking here and there, because you might twist your leg. Okay? Now, staying very nice and firm here. We'll try to lift the right leg off. And then down. Exhale. Lift the left leg off. You can point your toes. And then down. Exhale. Brush your toes and lift off. Really lengthening those legs. Keep your back very nice and square. Okay? You want to make sure you're not shifting too much. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift the other leg off. And then lower down. Of course, you can do as much as you can. Now your arms will start feeling the burn. And then exhale, head nod to round. And then walk your hands back using your tummy to help you. Slowly rolling your spine all the way up. Now we're going to make it a little bit more challenging this time, okay? Inhale, circle your hands up, lift up your chest, exhale, round your body. And then let's stay in the elephant position. Okay, so we're staying in the elephant position, and we'll lift one leg off. If you're up for a challenge, we're going to try this. If you can't, just keep your leg down. Okay, we're going to continue walking forward. And then lower your spine into a plank. Okay, so next one, we're going to from here, head nod, roll up, going back into the elephant. And walk your hands back. So you realize I'm balancing on one leg, then I put my leg down and I slowly roll up. Now if you can't, just put your leg down anytime, okay? Don't worry about it. We're slowly building up the strength. You don't have to force yourself. Willing to keep the form right. That's the most important thing. So let's do it again. Inhale, circle up, lifting your chest up. Exhale, head nod and roll down. And then walk your hands forward. We go into the elephant first. Lift the leg up. And then continue walking forward. Drop the bottom down. We're in a plank. Three-legged plank. Okay, one leg is up. And then from here, head nod, roll up. Now if it's hard, just put your leg down, walk your hands back. Okay, if you feel okay, just keep your legs off. Once you walk back towards your feet, you can put your leg down and slowly roll up. You're going to feel a deeper stretch when you're doing one leg. Okay, of course there's also other variation. Now this is a harder variation which we're going to roll up and down with only one leg. Let's try it. Let's give it a try, okay? Now this is pretty hard. I'm assuming most of us are right-handed, so we're going to stand on the right leg first. Okay, so it's a little bit easier to start with. If you are, of course, you can change the other side if you want to. Okay, so you're going to stand on one leg. So I'm going to kick my left leg slightly backwards. It's not going to be high, so just slightly lifting off the floor. Just going to kick it backwards. And I'm standing on one leg. Okay, I want to find my balance first. Now from here, same technique, but we're just not going to do with the hand because it's hard. We're going to just roll down, look at the floor. Same rounding of the back. and go all the way down. See how round is my back? Now don't do this. Okay, you want to try to round your back. That's where the challenge is, okay? So standing on one leg, head knots and roll down. So you want to find your balance. Now from here, walk forward. We're not going to stop in the elephant. We're going to go straight into your plank. Point your toe and release. And then you're going to head knot, rounding your back. And then you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. Okay, try to find your balance. And slowly roll up. As you can see, my head is the last to come up. Try not to look up first, okay? Don't do this. Okay, it's easy. It's easy, I know. But we don't want to do the easy one. We want to challenge ourselves. Let's try the other leg, okay? So a lot of challenge for your hamstring because you're lengthening the hamstring and you're trying to shorten it when you come up. So standing on the left leg now, lift off the right leg and you're going to look down. Slowly rolling down. Finding a balance when you're on the way down. You might feel a lot of stretch. If you need to, you can always keep a knee slightly bent. Okay? Now walk forward. We're going to that nice plank. Okay? Now from here, head knot. We're going to roll back up. And walk your hands back. Use the tummy to help you all the time. And then slowly roll up, stay with the spine. And there you go for the left leg. So you can repeat as many times as you want, okay? But I'm not going to do that because we're going to move on. Now, the next one we're going to do some push-ups, okay? Let's go down to the floor, okay? Now we're going to strengthen those arms today, really focusing a lot more on the arms. As some of you might be able to start feeling already, your arms are really actually working really hard now. So we're going to work it harder. So go down to the floor. You want to set up your position, your palms right underneath your shoulders. Your knees are behind your bottom, so you're not in all fours, 4-point kneeling position. Your knees are slightly behind your bottom. And what you're going to do, you're going to drop the bottom down. You're like a kneeling plank. Okay, now from here, we're going to bend your elbow. And then we're going to go down. And then exhale. Push yourself up. So I'm keeping my toes down. You don't have to lift up the toes. Actually, there's no point. I know you're learning in PE, you keep your toes up, but actually, there's really no point of doing that. It actually hurts your knee. So just put your toes down, it's fine. Okay, you're gonna inhale, going down. And then exhale, push yourself up. Okay, as you can see, I'm keeping my elbow close beside me, so I'm working on the tricep more. And ladies, you want to build those triceps so it is not flappy at the back here. So it's a harder version. So if you can't go so low, just go halfway and push yourself up. You slowly build your strength. Alright? And one very common mistake also, people start sinking. Can you see me? I'm sinking my chest down and go down. So try not to do that. You're gonna hurt your shoulders, you're gonna hurt your back, you're gonna hurt your joints. So try not to do that. You want to keep your chest away. I'm bending my elbow, but my chest is refusing to touch the floor. Okay, my tummy is not touching the floor. And then I push myself away. So you want to always feel like your chest do not want to touch the floor, but your arms are forcing you to go down. Okay, feel like you want to bend your elbow. You don't like the floor. It's dirty, but your elbow is bending, so you have to force to go down. Okay, now you push yourself up. Okay, so this is a tricep version. Of course, if you want to build more chest, you can always open wider. You can open your hands outside of the mat. Okay, this is actually an easier version. So the elbow is slightly pointing outwards. Now, not 90 degrees to the side. Don't do this. You're going to hurt your shoulders. You're going to start feeling your shoulders hurting. So you want to keep the elbow pointing 45 degrees backwards. Okay, 45 degrees backwards. Okay, let me show you again. And then going down. So my elbow is not here. I keep it slightly closer towards me. So this is a chest push-up. After a few rounds, you're going to feel the back, your chest starts burning. Of course, the tricep also working really hard at the same time. Of course, those of you much more advanced, you can do on the straight leg. It's exactly the same. Okay, all right. So there's your push-ups. So we're going to make it a little bit more harder. But before we do that, let me tie my hair first, because I look like a crazy woman now. I hope you're looking like a crazy woman also, because I'm sweating so much. So you really want to try your best and feel your muscles. I always believe that if you feel your muscles, you know what you are doing, you know how to connect the muscles and the mind, and then you are able to really use the muscle properly. A lot of movement we can do it very easily. I can just do a fast track and just give the movement to you, and then you just do it yourself. But that's not the point. The point is you want to feel your body. You want to feel those muscles. Is it at the right spot that you want to feel? That's why I'm talking so much during my videos. I don't like to do a video that is I'm just showing you the exercises. Everybody can do that. And what makes me very different is I'm able to explain the muscles that you want to use, you need to use. Okay, so let's move on. We're not going to talk so much. Okay, I'm going to move sideways because we're going to do some side series here, okay, which is fun. Okay, now we're going to do some stretchings for the side at the same time working on the arms. So this is a side bend series. We're going to give his body a little bit more stretch. At the same time, you're working on the arm, okay? So we're going to facing sideways of your mat, okay? So we're going to begin with hooking your ankles. So can you see me? So my ankles are hooking, so it's overlapping. So the top leg ankle will be in front, and the bottom leg will be just resting and hooking the ankle, okay? Then what I'm going to do is my supporting arm, this one my supporting arm, the one at the bottom nearest to the mat, is going to be on the floor. Let's start with your palm in line with your knee, okay? And I'm going to put my other hand on my knee, and I'm just going to lengthen my back. So I'm not going to do this. A lot of people like to sit like this. It's like, there's no point. You want to keep connecting your abdominal muscles all the time and engage your back muscles, okay? And then now let's just put my hands at the side here. Now I'm going to reach my hand up towards the ceiling, the working hand. Then I'm going to push my bottom up, and then I'm going for a side bend. Okay, now I'm pushing my bottom forward, and this hand feels I want to touch the floor, and then I release down. Okay, moving very backwards. Let's try again. Inhale, reach your hand up towards the ceiling. Then I'm going to push my bottom forward. Now look at me, I'm pushing my bottom forward. I'm not leaving it behind me and do the side bend. Okay, I'm pushing it forward, so my glutes are working hard. Okay, and then I'm going for the side bend. Now be careful. I know a lot of you, I do not know what's the reason, but you like to have your hand behind you. Okay, now make sure that your hand is not behind your head. It's really bad for your joint. Okay, you want to keep your hand just right beside your ear. Okay, you can see a shadow. Can you see the shadow in front of my face? That's the right one. Okay, into that nice side bend. Now I'm relaxing my head. I'm supposed to look in front. Okay, and the lower down. Now you start feeling the supporting hand is a bit shaky. Okay, you can adjust accordingly. Some people feels better having your palms facing to your front. Some people like it turned all the way over. I feel the most comfortable position is actually your hand pointing 45 degrees. Okay, so 45 degrees towards your mat. Okay, and I want to press my shoulders down. Inhale up. I'm pressing my shoulder down. See, my shoulder is not coming up. I press it down, and then I'm going over. Now this is the easier version because it doesn't really need so much of stamina of your arms. The next version I'm going to do is more for people who want to challenge yourself more. So this is a real side bend, like a harder version of side bend. Okay, so your palm this time will be in line with your ankle. So just now remember, we put our hand forward so it's in line with the knees. And then now we're going to adjust it in line with your ankles. Okay, now probably you don't want it so near you this time. You don't want your ankle to be so near you. preferably a bit further away. You will know why. Okay? You're going to lengthen your back, make sure you're not sinking, up. You're going to inhale, reach your hand up, and then now exhale. I'm going to straighten my legs and I'm going for a side bend. And then slowly lower down. Now my shape is in a rainbow shape. Okay, I'm not in a plank. I'm not doing a plank, people. Okay, so we're working very hard on the obliques. Inhale up. Now exhale. I'm in a side bend. My hand wants to touch the floor. I'm forming a rainbow shape. And then slowly lower down. Okay, one more time. Inhale up. And then exhale. I want to lift my bottom as high towards the ceiling as possible. And to side bend. Now there's a lot of work for my supporting arm. I really need to keep it down. So if I lift it up, I won't be able to have strength because my back needs to work together. Okay? Your arms are not able to hold so much weight. Always remember. So whenever you're doing any arms exercise, your back actually has to work very hard. So let your back work hard. And why did I tell you to put your feet far apart? Because the nearer you come, your arch will be much greater. Okay? We don't have that much of an arch. You're going to have difficulties. So let's begin with the legs out. If you put your legs very close to you, you will see you're going to have difficulties, and when you are at your side bend, you have to readjust your feet. We don't want too much movement. Just make it simple for yourself. Start with a feet further, okay? So let's try the other side. We'll do the other side so that you have a better view, okay? So other side, same thing. We're going to lock the ankle. That's the first thing you need to do. Let's do the easy side bend first with your palm in line with your knee. Okay, the other hand at the side, and I'm lengthening myself up, not collapsing, not, okay? I'm just looking straight to the front, okay? Inhale up, and then exhale. I push my bottom up, and then I'm going to a side bend. Okay, do not leave your bottom behind. Push it forward. Your pelvis wants to touch the wall in front of you. I have a table in front of me, so I want to feel like my pelvis, my pubic bone wants to touch the table. And then I come down. Okay, my knee is my ankle point. My next ankle point is my palm. Inhale up, and exhale. And then lower down. Okay, easy stretch. Now I'm going to make it a little bit harder. Okay, we're going for a side bend. Okay, with the straight leg. So palm, I change it in line with my ankle. Okay, let's go. Inhale up, and then now exhale. Go straighten my leg. See how I just zip my inner thighs together, and I'm going for the side bend. And then I come down. Okay, I'm keeping my shoulders down. Inhale up, and then exhale. Side bend over. I lift my waist, my bottom as high as I could, and then lower down. One more time. Inhale up, and then exhale. Nice side bend, and then lower down. And again, you can do as many times as you want, but make sure the left side and the right side, you do the same amount, okay? Don't one side you do like 2 times and the other side you do it 10 times, okay? It's a bit ridiculous. So, easy workout for you for today. A lot of stretch, a lot of strengthening, okay? Of course, if you want more, you can always add in more variations. For examples, if you want to feel a little bit more core, you can go for an easy plank, okay? An easy elbow plank. Just set up your elbow, okay? Your elbow underneath your shoulders, not too wide, not too small. I always see this mistake, people making it too small. And you extend one leg to the back, the other leg at the back. Now make sure looking down at your fingers or your feet, whatever it is, look straight. A lot of people like to look down, and I don't know what they are looking at. There's nothing to look at, okay? Look straight down, eye line straight. That is very, very important. Keep your eye line straight. So you're just going to stay here. So if you want to make it harder, of course you can rock yourself forward and back. You want to imagine you put a plate on your back, and everything just stay nice and firm. Okay. Alright, of course you can lift up the leg. Okay, we did it with the straight hand just now, or you can add in a twist. Okay, so you're just twisting your hip, come back to center, twisting your hip, drop to one side, come back to center. So this one you can feel a lot of abs. Of course, once you're done with that, you can go for a side planking. So sitting on your bottom with one hand at the side. Now make sure your elbow is right underneath your shoulders. Put your hand on your waist. You can choose either with your knees on the floor, and then you just lift your bottom up. This will be the easy version. Or you want to challenge yourself, keep your leg straight. Always keep the top leg at the front. Easier for you to balance, because we tend to want to fall backwards. Bottom is always a little bit heavier. So keep your leg forward, avoid you from falling backwards. And then you are much more stable. It's always good to fall in front rather than falling to the back, okay? Because you can't see what's behind you, okay? And it's always to engage the core more instead of engaging your rear. Okay, hand on your waist, or if you want to challenge yourself, you can reach your hands up. So whichever version you prefer, lift up the bottom and then down. So this is a side plank, it's a little bit different. You lift up, you're in a one straight line. You can keep your hands up, it's a bit harder. Always remember to connect your armpit, pressing your shoulders down. So don't let your shoulder go this way. I can't do that, that's so high, how you guys do that? So keep your shoulders down, okay? Do not let your shoulders go up high, it's really, really bad for your neck. Alright, of course, you finish doing the other side. This time I'm going to turn this way so you can see what my back is doing. Okay, I keep my shoulder down, and then I'm going to lift my bottom up and down. It's an easy one. You can challenge yourself with your hands up. And always keep a hand in front of you. You can see your hand. Okay, don't let your hand go behind you. If you can't see your hand while you're looking straight to the front, something is wrong. Straighten the leg if you want, and lift the bottom up. Exhale and lift the bottom up. Nice and easy. Okay, keep the shoulders down. Do not let the shoulders go up towards your ears. It's always bad. It's always bad. Of course, you can do the side plank version also with straight hand. Okay, but I'm not going to show you today because I believe you can do easily on your own. It's the same technique as the side bend, but you just don't come up so high. Alright? Alright, that's it for today. I hope you have a good stretch, a good strengthening exercise, and some good sweat. Whew. And I will see you tomorrow. Checking out. I hope you love this. If you love this, click like, subscribe to my channel, watch all my previous videos, and share it with your friends. That's the most important thing. Stay healthy, stay positive. Love you all. We hope everyone will go back to our normal routine very, very, very soon. Bye bye.